My beloved child, in this quiet night, when the world has fallen into stillness, I am preparing to do something extraordinary in your life, something greater than your wildest dreams, something deeper than every whispered prayer you've ever lifted to me. It is not just a temporary miracle or a fleeting gift, but a profound act of transformation to show you how deeply I love you, how closely I have followed your every step, and how I have never taken my eyes off you, not even for a moment. Do you know, my child, that I have gathered every tear you've shed, every night you lay awake in pain? I was beside you in silence. Every moment you felt forgotten or abandoned, I was right there, holding your hand. Though you didn't realize it, not one of your sighs has been wasted. Not one of your lonely hours has been ignored. You are more precious to me than you can ever imagine. You are a treasure I chose before time began, and nothing about you is accidental or unnecessary. You see, the hardships you've endured were never meaningless. Every trial, every stumble, every inner battle has been part of a greater symphony I am composing through your life. Every mountain you've climbed, every valley you've crossed, I allowed them to stretch your soul, to deepen your character, and to prepare you for the great unveiling I am about to bring. No wound is ever wasted when surrendered to me, for I am the one who turns sorrow into triumph, who fashions crowns out of ashes. Sometimes you ask why you've had to suffer so much, why your prayers haven't been answered the way you hoped. But my dear one, what you do not see is that I have been working in the silence. I have been orchestrating details behind the veil, opening doors you never dreamed of, and closing paths that seemed good but would have harmed you in the long run. Some things you were not yet ready to receive, not because you were unworthy, but because your heart needed to grow stronger, larger, and more rooted in me so you could carry the blessing well. Tonight is not just another evening. It is a sacred moment I have marked in the divine history between us, a turning point in the journey you've been walking for so long. You may not see visible change yet, but in the unseen realm, the heavens are shifting, and my angelic hosts are preparing for a miraculous unveiling in your life. Ready your heart as you would a sacred room, prepared to welcome my presence. Open yourself to the love and power I am about to pour forth. I never promised you a life without sorrow, but I did promise to walk with you through every pain. I never said you would never fall, but I assured you that every time you do, I will lift you with my tender hands. I never claimed you would always understand the path, but I guaranteed that if you trust me, you will never lose your way. Just hold my hand, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, and I will lead you to your purpose. My beloved child, there are some truths that can only be seen clearly once you've walked through the darkness. There are blessings that can only be born out of pain. There are new lives that can only be birthed when the old has been stripped away. I am about to do this in you. A new beginning, a new chapter, a fresh call, awakening within your soul, the call to step into true life, true purpose, and the true love you were made to dwell in. And my child, if you've ever doubted my love for you, let what I am about to do stand as the loudest declaration. I do not love you because you are perfect. I love you because you are mine. Nothing can separate you from my love, not failure, not flaws, not even the wounds others have inflicted on you. My love does not waver with emotion. It stands unshaken through the ages. And that love tonight will enter your life in a way you never expected. Listen closely, my child, and do not close your heart, for something extraordinary is drawing near, something that will leave no room for doubt that I am the living God, and I have never forsaken you. From the beginning until now, I have held you in my hand, and I have never stopped believing in you. Tonight, I will astonish you with my love, my beloved child. For so long, I have silently followed your every step, never once taking my eyes off you, not even for a single moment. There were times when you felt lost, as though you were walking through the darkness alone. There were days when your head hung low, burdened by heaviness, wondering if my promises still held, questioning whether my love truly covered your life. But now, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and open your heart to hear my voice. I am the one who causes all things to work together for your good. Nothing you've walked through has been in vain. Not a single moment of sorrow has been wasted. Not one of your prayers has fallen to the ground without being heard by me. You may not yet see the full picture, but I see from beginning to end. I see your quiet endurance, the hidden pain, the wounds that no one around you even notices. But I see them all, and I remember each one, for I am the Father of mercy, the one who turns what appears hopeless into radiant glory. Tonight, you will begin to see the fruits of that promise, not merely in outward circumstances or material things, but within your own spirit, in the light that returns to your eyes, in the resurrection of the faith that once seemed extinguished. What I am about to do is not merely to bless you, but to make your life a living testimony of my power and love, so that all who look upon you will see that I am the faithful one, the one who never breaks a promise, the one who always moves at the appointed time. You will no longer live in uncertainty. You will no longer ask if I am truly with you, because what I am preparing to do will demolish every last wall of doubt remaining in your heart. It will awaken you to the truth that I have always been on your side, strong, steadfast, and full of love. I am not a distant concept. I am not an abstract idea. I am the living one, breathing, moving, and present in your midst. I am the one who parted the Red Sea so my people could walk on dry ground, the one who brought forth water from the barren rock, in the place where hope had run dry, the one who called the dead to life with a single word. And my child, I am still that same God today. Nothing can alter my nature. I am not limited by time, not bound by circumstance, not manipulated by the world. I am the Eternal One, and I have chosen you. Look back over your life. Was it not in the moments when you nearly gave up that a light suddenly broke through? Was it not when every door had slammed shut that an unexpected way opened up? That was not coincidence. That was my hand. That was my promise beginning to bloom. Tonight, I want you to prepare your heart. What is coming will not only bring relief, but a total transformation, a new beginning, a living witness to show the world that I am the God of the impossible, the one who turns mourning into dancing, despair into hope, brokenness into sacred wholeness. I know there have been moments when you asked, "Am I worthy?" But I did not choose you because you were worthy. I chose you because I love you, because I see within you a potential you have never dared to believe in, because I planted seeds within your heart from before time began, and now is the season of harvest. No one can steal what I am about to bring forth in you. No power can stop my faithfulness from being revealed through your life. For when I speak, my word does not return void. My beloved, do not let memories of past failures pull you away from the good that is about to arrive. Do not let shame or fear hold you back. I do not see you through the lens of your past. I see you through the cross, through unconditional love, through the redemptive plan I have crafted uniquely for you. And tonight, that plan begins to unfold. not by your strength, but by my power. Be strong, my child. Prepare to step into a new chapter, where creation will begin within your very soul. You will see my hand in every detail. You will feel my presence more clearly than ever before. And above all, you will know that I am the one who never left your side. Though you have doubted, stumbled, and lost hope, I have never changed. I am still your father, still loving you, still here, still moving on your behalf. So, my child, believe, walk forward in hope, prepare to be amazed, for the extraordinary is drawing nearer than you think. And when it comes, your heart will overflow with gratitude, knowing you were chosen to be the vessel through which I reveal my eternal glory. My beloved child, I know you have endured long and weary days, days when pain seemed to gnaw at your soul, moments when your heart felt like barren ground, cracked and broken, with no room left for hope to bloom. Parts of you have been worn down by life. Treasures once held dear were swept away by unforeseen storms. I have seen it all. I understand it completely. And now, I want you not only to hear my words, but to feel the healing love and restoring power flowing from my heart to yours. My dear one, I will heal what has been broken within you. No crack is too deep, no wound too old for me to reach and make new. I will go into the deepest places of your soul where pain, shame, and abandoned dreams have been buried, and I will breathe life into them again. For I am the Father of restoration. I do not merely bandage the wounds, I make you whole. I do not just return you to where you were, I make you stronger, more radiant, more unshakable than ever before. You once believed that what was lost could never be recovered. But I say to you today, nothing is beyond my reach. What you thought had passed, I can return in even greater goodness. What you lost through wrong choices or the injustice of others, I can use as the very soil from which blessing grows. The years you thought were wasted will become a harvest season, for I am the one who redeems time. I am the one who calls the dead to life, calls light out of darkness, and wholeness out of brokenness. My child, I will pour out my Spirit upon you in a new way, not like before, not in the old measure, but with a power you have never known, a divine outpouring that will bring you to your knees, not in fear, but in awe of the peace, joy, and strength I am releasing over you. You will no longer walk in spiritual dryness. You will no longer rely on your own strength to endure. I will fill you from within, until even those around you will sense the light and life flowing from your very presence. So do not be afraid. My child, do not let the unknowns of the future make you tremble. I have gone ahead of you, and I will walk with you. You will never have to face anything alone. Remember, I am the Lord your God, not a distant deity or abstract idea, but your close and faithful Father, the one who cannot lie, the one who never breaks a promise. What I have spoken, I will fulfill. What I have planted, I will bring to harvest. Not a single word from my mouth will return void. You may still wonder, but how will it all come to pass? How can things turn around when I see no path? But, my child, you do not need to know the how. You only need to know me, for I do not operate according to human logic or earthly timelines, but by the divine design of heaven. My ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are beyond your thoughts, as high as the heavens are above the earth. And what I am preparing for you will leave you breathless in its goodness and depth. The only thing I ask of you today is this: believe. Believe that I am enough. Believe that I am faithful. Believe that I love you not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Give me your silent fears, your sleepless nights, your unanswered questions. Surrender every anxiety, every doubt, every area you've tried to control but could not. For when you release it all, I can move in fullness. When you trust, I can perform miracles. Open your heart not just to receive blessings, but to receive me. Let me reign in every area of your life, not just the parts you consider spiritual, but even the ones you think I don't care about: your work, your family, your dreams, your quiet fears. Let me into all of it. Let me renew everything. Because, my beloved, what I am about to do will not stop with you. It will spread to those around you. Your life will become living proof of my presence, my love, and my power. You will be a light on a hill, a witness to a generation hungry for truth. And it all begins now in this very moment, when you choose to trust me and open your heart to receive what I am preparing to do. My beloved child, there are things I am preparing for you that go far beyond what you have hoped for, beyond the whispered prayers of sleepless nights. These are not just gifts for you, but gifts I long to pour out through you into the world. You will not only be a receiver, but a carrier of blessing. You will not only be touched by my love, you will become a stream of that love, flowing into the lives of the withered souls around you. So, my child, do not think that what I'm about to do will end with your small life. It will echo, it will shine, it will carry life. For you are the vessel I have chosen to reveal myself to humanity. Through you, I will act. Through you, I will bring light to weary hearts, lifting them out of despair. I will use your words to comfort the broken. I will use your hands to dry the tears of shattered souls. I will guide your steps to bring hope into the darkest places. You are a lamp set on a hill, not to be hidden, but to shine forth. You are a fragile jar of clay that holds immense glory, and I will fill you. And from you, I will pour into a generation longing to encounter me. My child, this is not the time to shrink back. This is not the moment to doubt your worth or ability. I have chosen you not because you are strong, not because you are skilled, but because you are willing, because I see in you a heart that longs for the sacred, a heart easily broken, but also easily surrendered. And that is what I desire. Do not fear being not enough, for it is in your not enough that I will show my all-sufficiency. You do not need to accomplish greatness in your own strength. You only need to walk in faith, obey, and trust that I will be with you every step of the way. As you step into this season of surprises and blessings drawing near, always remember that every good thing comes from me, not by your own effort, nor by natural talent, but by my Spirit moving in you and through you. Do not let success distance you from me. Do not let the praise of people drown out my loving whispers. Keep your heart humble, like a servant who knows that every gift they possess is but a small portion from the endless fountain of their Father's grace. Pride will draw you away from me, but humility will keep you near my heart. Self-reliance will dim the light of grace, but gratitude will cause you to receive fresh outpourings from heaven again and again. Keep your heart tender. Let your soul never forget that nothing in your life happens by chance. Every open door, every shift, every new season, all are held in the sovereign, wise, and mighty hand of your Father. I am your source of life, your strength, and your eternal inheritance. When you feel weak, return to me for renewal. When you feel inadequate, remember that I am your sufficiency. When darkness seems too thick around you, believe that my light within you is stronger than anything that surrounds you. And wherever you go, in whatever you do, let your heart always turn toward me. Like a tree drawn to the sun, like a stream returning to its source. My beloved child, what I am about to do in your life will surpass every limit you once placed on yourself. Doors will open that you never knocked on. Opportunities will arise that you never expected. But the most important thing is not what you will receive, but what I will accomplish through you. For you were not born merely to exist, but to carry life to others. You were not just chosen to be saved, but to become a sign of salvation. Through you, many will see my glory and return to the light. That is why I urge you to stay close to me. Do not let your heart grow cold in seasons of comfort. Do not let prosperity veil your longing for my presence. Keep a heart that is simple and faithful. Walk each day in sincerity. For I am not looking for perfect people, I am searching for hearts that are honest, humble, and willing. You, my beloved, you may not know everything, but I do. You may not see every path, but I see them all. You do not need every answer. You only need me. And I have promised, I will never leave you. I will never abandon the work I have begun in you. I will complete it until it fully reflects my glory. So go, my child, go in faith. Go in love. Go in the leading of the Spirit. Let each of your steps be a song of praise to the one who created you, who called you by name, and who is using you to bring transformation to the world. My precious child, do not let fear extinguish the dreams I have planted within your heart. Do not let harsh reality drown the fragile hope you are holding close. For I am the one who made the heavens and the earth, who placed every star in the sky, and who breathed the first breath of life into your chest. I know your thoughts before they are spoken. I see the silent dreams you once thought were too big or too distant. And I want you to know, nothing is too big for me. Your Almighty Father. Do not be afraid to dream. Do not limit yourself based on what you see today. Dare to dream of good and great things. Things beyond your reach, for I am the one who placed those desires in you. Not to tease you, but to lead you to a destiny far greater than you have imagined. I am the one who can do exceedingly more than all you ask or think. What you call a limit, I call a beginning. What you see is far-fetched, I call a promise drawing near. Do not fear to hope. My child, do not fear to place your faith in what you do not yet see. For I specialize in the impossible. I parted the sea, raised the dead, turned water into wine. I gave sight to the blind, and I am still doing miracles today. There is nothing I cannot do. No mountain too high for me to move. No situation too dark for my light to penetrate. So if you're standing before a dream that makes you tremble, know that is exactly where I am about to move. If you feel too small for something great, that is the perfect place for my power to be revealed. Do not be afraid to trust. My child, for I am the one who keeps every promise. I do not fail. I do not forget what I have spoken over your life. Time may pass. The world may change, but my word stands forever. You can pour your whole heart into me without fear of disappointment. You can place your faith, your hope, your fragile dreams in my hands, for these hands never lose what is entrusted to them. They do not just protect you, they lift you higher than you ever imagined you could go. My beloved, The unexpected gift I am preparing for you is not the conclusion. It is the beginning. It is the confirmation that I am at work. It is the sign that you are walking the right path. It is the first glimpse into a door that is wider, deeper, and greater than you've seen before. Do not settle where you stand. Do not believe that this small beginning is all there is. For I have so much more waiting for you, things no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart has yet imagined. I have prepared all of it for those who love me and walk in faith. I long to reveal more to you. My child, I do not want you merely to survive the difficult seasons. I want you to be rooted deeply, to blossom, and to bear abundant fruit. I do not want you to walk in shadows. I want you to run in the full light of revelation. I do not want to simply touch you. I want to reach the world through you. You are not merely a receiver. You are a carrier. Not only a petitioner, but an heir. You are my representative on this earth, my masterpiece, still being perfected each day. So do not live confined by fear. Live in the expanse of my promises. Open your heart, open your mind, and open your faith, so I can take you further. Do not let the whisper of the enemy convince you that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. I have chosen you, and when I choose, no accusation can stand. When I call, no circumstance can block the way. Believe that, my child. Live with your eyes lifted to me and a heart without limits. I am your Father, the one who saw you when you were formless in the womb. I wrote every day of your life before one came to be, every opportunity, every miracle, every word I would speak to you. And all of it is being woven together to lead you into a future made whole. I miss nothing. I am never late. I never forget what I have begun. So dream big. My child, dare to hope, dare to trust, dare to step forward. The gift I've prepared for you is opening now, but it is only the prelude to a great symphony I long to compose through your life. And if you keep walking by faith, I will make that melody echo far, wide, and long through the generations. My beloved child, how many times have you sighed in silence, wondering why my promise has not yet come to pass? How often have your tear-filled eyes searched the sky, wondering if perhaps I had forgotten you, if my words had faded into the winds of time? But now, I come to remind you, I am the Lord who does not change yesterday, today, and forever. I am not like man. I do not shift or break my word. I never revoke what I have appointed for you. What I have spoken does not fall to the ground in vain. It is alive, in motion, and now drawing near to bloom in heaven's perfect timing. Remember the old story, alive with power. When Moses stood before the Red Sea, Pharaoh's army behind him, storming with fury, and the sea before him, vast and hopeless. The people were afraid, hearts trembling, eyes wet with fear, mouths filled with blame. They thought the end had come, that the promise of deliverance was buried beneath the storm. But right then, when there was no way out, when all hope had vanished, I stepped in. I split the sea, something never seen before. I didn't erase the sea, nor lead them around it. I opened a path through the very heart of it. That path was not just an escape, it was a living testimony of my limitless power. I turned the sea into walls of protection and buried their enemies beneath the very waters through which my children walked safely. Now, my child, I tell you, I am still that same God. Time has not diminished my strength. Weariness has not delayed me. And I am about to do something in your life that will leave you awestruck, silenced in wonder, with no doubt of my love or my faithfulness. Right where you see no path, I will make one. Right where you see a dead end, I will birth new opportunity. Right where darkness seems to reign, my light will pierce through like lightning across the night sky. You may have waited long. The promise in your heart may feel like a fading breath. But I say to you, delay is not denial. Silence is not abandonment. Every moment you wait, I am preparing the glorious unveiling of my work in your life. Do not measure me by your clock. Do not doubt me because your eyes see no movement. In the unseen realm, I am arranging, shifting, aligning a miracle that will take you where you never even dared to dream. I see the deep sea before you, the fear in your heart each time you think of what lies ahead. But hold on to this truth. I do not need calm waters to work wonders. I do not need perfect conditions to move. It is in the storm that I speak. It is in the tears that I paint, my love. And even now I am poised to act, not merely to bring you through, but to reveal my glory in your life, so all may witness it. Stand firm. My child, prepare your heart and mind to receive the divine astonishment I am about to bring. Cast aside every doubt, every limit, every negative voice. Close your eyes and open your heart, for what I am about to do does not depend on circumstances, nor on your strength. It depends only on this. I am the Almighty, the faithful Father, the God who never fails. What I have spoken, I will fulfill. What I have promised, I will keep. Not one word from my mouth will fall without fruit. And when you pass through your sea, the sea of sorrow, the sea of trial, the sea of waiting, you will not walk alone. I will walk with you. I will hold your hand. And when you step upon the far shore, your heart will overflow with awe and thanksgiving. You will marvel not at what you did, but at the power of the one who loved you too much to let you sink in despair. You will bow before my glory, and your very life will become a living witness that the God of miracles is still alive, still moving, and still dwelling with those who trust in him. So, my child, stop looking at the sea. Look at me. Do not fix your eyes on the impossible. Lift them to the one who makes the impossible possible. And prepare your soul for wonder, for I am about to part the waters before you. Not because you are worthy, but because I love you. Not to make you great, but to glorify my name through your life. And when that moment comes, you will no longer fear, no longer doubt, but live with unshakable certainty that I am your Father yesterday, today, and forever. My beloved child, I did not allow the storm to swallow them whole. I did not remain silent in their fear. On the contrary, I appeared in a way no one expected. I walked upon the very waters that raged around them. As they were overwhelmed by confusion, I made myself known in a supernatural way. While the winds howled and the waves crashed, I spoke a word, and the storm grew still. Do you see? My child, it was not that peace came and then I arrived. It was my presence that brought peace. And I am still that same God yesterday, today, and forever unchanging. I know there are times when your heart feels just as adrift as that little boat. Worries, losses, misunderstandings, and disappointments make you feel like you are drowning. Sometimes you try to hold it all together with your own strength, doing your best to stay afloat. Yet everything still feels beyond your control. You may have asked, Lord, do you see me? Do you hear my cries? Why have you remained silent for so long? But my dear one, I have never abandoned you. I have never been silent in indifference. I have simply been waiting for the perfect moment to step in and speak a word that will still every storm in your life. Take heart, for I am about to calm the storms that surround you. It may be the storm of unhealed wounds, or the storm of broken relationships, of dreams left unfinished, or of anxious thoughts about a future that remains uncertain. Whether the storm is outside of you or within your soul, there is no tempest greater than my power, no wind so strong that it can silence my voice. One word from my mouth can hush an entire ocean. One touch from me can ignite light in the darkest night of your heart. And when I act, you will not only witness changes in your circumstances, you will find yourself transformed, from anxious to steadfast in faith, from a soul in turmoil to a bearer of peace for others. Because I do not simply calm the storm to make you comfortable, I calm the storm so that you may know I am peace. And true peace does not come from still surroundings, but from my abiding presence within you. So, my child, do not let fear cloud your spiritual vision. Do not let the sound of the wind drown out the whisper of my voice in your heart. When everything around you feels too loud, learn to listen from within. I am not far. I am drawing near. I am walking on the waves to reach you. And when I arrive, nothing will be able to stop the fullness of peace that I bring. Remember this, storms never last forever. They come to test your faith, to refine your soul, and to reveal more clearly the one in whom you place your trust. And it is in your weakest moments that you will see my strength most vividly. It is when you release your grip on the wheel that you will see me take perfect command of your vessel. Fix your eyes on me, not on the waves. Keep your gaze on the one who is coming toward you, with eyes full of love and hands firm with power. Do not doubt my strength just because you're in the midst of a storm. It is in the very heart of the storm that I reveal my might. And you, my precious child, will be a living testimony of my power and boundless mercy. And when all is still, when the winds have died down and the waves have ceased, you will know it was not because you tried hard enough, but because I, the Lord your God, spoke one word. Just one word is enough. One word can change everything. And when you find yourself standing in that stillness, tears will fall, not out of pain, but because you will feel, deep in your soul, that not for a single second did you ever walk through the storm alone. My beloved child, perhaps you once thought you had wandered too far, that your mistakes, your wrong decisions, your missteps had made you unworthy to return. Maybe deep within, you've questioned whether I still remember you, whether the love we once shared remains, or if time and sin have erased it. But today, I come to whisper an unshakable truth into your ear. I am still your father. My love is not limited by your failures, and the door home is never closed to the child I love. Remember the story of the prodigal son, a child who squandered his inheritance, lost his honor, and fell to the lowest point of his life. He lived among pigs, fed on scraps, and felt utterly worthless. But when he returned, with a repentant heart and a fragile hope that he might at least become a servant, what awaited him was open arms, tear-filled eyes brimming with love and forgiveness. No reproach, no scolding, only a great celebration for the one who had come home. And, my child, I am still that father, still the one who runs to you while you are yet far away, still the one who will clothe you in new robes, place a ring on your hand, and lay my love upon your shoulders with joy that has never faded. No matter how far you've gone, no matter how hardened your heart has become, I have been watching every step, waiting for the day you return, not out of shame, but out of a longing to be loved and to live in truth. Nothing in your past can make me reject you. No wound makes you any less in my eyes. You are mine, and that never changes. I will pour out love and forgiveness upon you more abundantly than you could ever imagine. I do not measure grace as people measure merit. I do not love you because you are worthy. I love you because you are mine. And it is when you are weak that I will make you strong. When you feel empty, I will fill you. When you bow your head in repentance, I will lift your face to see my light once more. I do not ask you to be perfect to be loved. I simply invite you to draw near, so that my love may work its miracle within your soul. Come close to me, my child, not in fear, but with expectation, not with empty hands, but with an open heart. For I am not only your father, I am your teacher, your guide, the one who leads your life with infinite patience and mercy. I know every thought you carry, even those you haven't spoken aloud. I see every longing you've tucked deep inside, every silent question, every unfulfilled dream. And, my child, I have called you by name. I have written you upon the palm of my hand. Nothing that belongs to you is ever forgotten in the heart of your Father. I have prepared a gift for you, something that will cause your soul to marvel, not because of material greatness, but because it carries the touch of heaven into the depths of your heart. It is something that will make you weep with joy, because in that moment you will feel that I have not forgotten you, that my promises remain true, and that I still hold a beautiful plan reserved solely for your life. Tonight, I invite you into deeper communion, not just into my presence, but into a sacred partnership with my will to walk a path I have prepared for you since before time began. I want to teach you how to pray, not with many words or ritual form, but with honest whispers heart to heart. I want you to come to me in gratitude, in surrender, with eyes fixed on my faithfulness. For when you learn to pray in obedience, you will no longer plead for your own will, but you will find your soul in harmony with mine, a will that is always good, always beautiful, and always perfect for you. Let me teach you how to trust, how to release what you do not understand, how to let go of what you were never meant to carry. Let me show you what is truly valuable, how to receive every small grace as a gift from heaven. And as you live in that guidance, you will no longer walk in doubt, but in assurance, knowing every step you take is with me by your side. My precious child, I am not calling you to come so I can change you in an instant. I am calling you so I can love you, heal you, and transform you day by day through my presence and love. Wherever you are in your journey, come home, come closer, open your heart, for I am still waiting. My arms are still open, and my heart whole. Unconditional is still beating for you, my beloved child. After you have prayed, after you have poured out the deepest desires of your heart before me, the most precious thing you can do is not wait in worry but give thanks in faith. For true faith is not only found in urgent prayers, it is revealed even more powerfully in thanksgiving before the answer comes. When you thank me in advance for what I am about to do, you are placing full trust in me, trust that my promise is not empty, and that my faithfulness goes before anything your eyes have yet seen. Give thanks, my child, not only for what you have received, but also for what you have not yet seen, for what I am preparing behind the scenes. Give thanks for the unexpected, for I am the God who does the unimaginable, who plants seeds of blessing in the driest places of your soul. Give thanks for the miracle, not just because it will come, but because it is the sign that I am moving, that I am listening, and that I am drawing near to those who trust in my name. Be thankful to me for the breakthrough you have yet to imagine. For it is precisely in the place of your limitation and impasse that my power is most fully revealed. You may find yourself in a situation that seems to have no way out. But never forget that I am the one who can part the sea, who can bring down walls with a shout of praise, who can resurrect what seems utterly lost. And when you give thanks before anything has changed, you are opening wide the door of your heart for the miracle to enter. Offer me your gratitude for the joy that is coming, for I will not let you dwell forever in sorrow. What pains you today will become what makes you smile tomorrow. Give thanks to me for peace, for my presence always brings rest, even when external circumstances remain the same. And give thanks to me for love, a love that does not waver, does not depend on conditions, and is never withdrawn. That love will fill every void in your soul, will soothe every old wound, and will make you feel whole, even when the world cannot understand you. Be grateful for the new season that is beginning. Though you may not yet see its shape, I have already begun to plant new things within you. I am preparing the soil, watering it with grace, and waiting for you to step in with a heart ready and thankful. A new season is not merely a shift in circumstance, but a renewal of the soul, a transformation in how you see life, in how you recognize me, not as a distant God, but as a faithful and near Father. And in all these things, speak to me with a prayer that flows from the deepest part of your heart. Father, I thank you in advance for the surprise you have prepared for me. I thank you for the miracle that is coming. I thank you for the breakthrough that will astonish me with your power. I thank you for the joy, the peace, and the love that will fill my heart. I thank you for the new season that is beginning and for the new things you are doing in my life. I thank you for everything you are about to do, and I offer you all glory, all honor, and all praise. My child, when you offer me such thanksgiving, you create a spiritual atmosphere in which I can move powerfully and completely. Your faith becomes like a sweet fragrance that rises before my throne, stirring my heart and moving my hand. And I will not let such thanksgiving return void. I will pour out more than you ever imagined, will lead you deeper than you've ever known, and will give you things you've never dared to ask for. Live with a heart of gratitude, for thankfulness protects you from bitterness. Learn to give thanks even in the darkness, so that when the light finally breaks through, you won't be surprised, but will receive it as one who knows their Father always keeps his word. Do not wait until everything is in place to be thankful. For those who live by true faith are those who give thanks even in the midst of the unfinished journey. And my beloved child, I do not merely want to give you what you need. I want to give you myself. And when you have me, my love, my presence, my guidance, you will realize that nothing in this world compares to that greatest of all blessings. So continue to pray. Continue to hope. But above all, continue to give thanks. For what I am about to do will far exceed anything you've ever hoped for. My beloved child, when you come before me in prayer, do not bring only your desires, your burdens, or the unspoken longings hidden deep within your soul. Yes, I want you to come to me in truth as someone with limits, with needs, with dreams. But more than that, I long to see your heart bow in surrender, open in expectation, and overflow in gratitude. For it is these postures of the soul that lay the foundation for a deeper relationship between you and me, between the child who seeks and the Father who has waited. You often think prayer is about you speaking and me listening, but I want you to understand that prayer is connection, a sacred communion between your heart and mine. It is the place where you not only speak but listen, not only receive but give, not only wait for an answer, but wait for me. This, my child, is how you are to pray with a heart that is not closed or limited, but completely open to my presence filling every part. When you come before me in expectation, you are declaring with your whole life, Father, you are faithful. Father, you keep your promises, and I believe you are working even when I don't see it. That expectation does not surprise me, but it pleases me, because it shows that you believe not only in the miracle, but in the miracle worker. You are not only waiting for what I will give, but longing for me, my love, my presence, my touch upon your life. When you pray and surrender, you are placing the initiative back in my hands. You are no longer insisting on your own timing, your own method, or your own outcome. Instead, you are saying, Father, not my will, but yours be done. And in that very moment, you step out of the fragile realm of control and into the sacred space of divine guidance. Surrender does not make you weak, my child. On the contrary, it makes you stronger than ever, because you are no longer tethered to the temporary, but anchored in the eternal. And when you pray with gratitude, you are declaring to heaven and earth, I believe you are working even before I see the result. Gratitude lightens your soul, strengthens your faith, and opens the spiritual atmosphere around you. Thanksgiving is the key that unlocks the door to the miraculous Please Priest's note. You don't need to wait for everything to happen to be thankful. I invite you to thank me beforehand. Thank me in the process. Thank me while everything is still unfinished, because that reveals how deeply you trust me. My child, it is in this kind of prayer, in expectation, in surrender, and in gratitude that your heart becomes aligned with my will. When you stop insisting on your own plans and begin to ask me for understanding to walk in mine, your prayer is no longer a whisper in the dark, but an echo from eternity. And my child, when your heart is aligned with mine, there is nothing you ask that I will ignore. I hear every word, I remember every tear, and I prepare everything in the most beautiful time. I already have great things set apart for you, things you've never imagined, never dared to dream, things that will make you cry out in astonishment. I will not only answer what you ask for, I will exceed what you ever imagined. I am about to surprise you, my beloved, not to make you boast, but to make you trust me even more, not so you may show off, but so that you may become a living testimony of the love and power of the one you call Father. And when it comes to pass, when my word is fulfilled, when the miracle is revealed, when the door opens in the very moment that seemed utterly hopeless, you will know with absolute clarity that it was not the result of your wisdom, nor of your efforts or merits. It was my doing. It was the outpouring of my love. It was the unwavering mercy of the one who chose you, called you, and upheld you every step of the way. Therefore, my child, pray in this manner. Enter the secret place not as a beggar seeking favor, but as a child returning to their father in full confidence. Trust in me. Be steadfast in me. Open your spiritual eyes and behold what I am about to do. And when you see it, when you feel it, when you are touched by it, you will not be able to keep silent. Your heart will sing, your lips will praise, and your life will become a living hymn of worship unto me. my beloved child. In every moment of your life, whether in triumph or in the deepest shadow, what I long to hear from your lips is not merely your petition, but your declaration, a declaration not born of anxious reasoning, but of unshakable faith, a declaration not based on what your eyes can see, but on the one your soul believes. For, my child, when you proclaim your trust in me, you are choosing to build your life upon the unmovable rock that is me, your God. Proclaim it. Let every word you speak, every action you take, every breath you breathe resound to the heavens and the earth, that you trust in your Father. Declare that you believe in my power, the power that parts the sea, raises the dead, and makes the impossible bow before the will of heaven. Say to me, say to yourself, and say to every fear crouching near your soul, I know my Father can. Nothing is too great for me. No dream too distant. No wound too deep for me to reach and restore. Declare that you believe in my love, a love that does not shift with circumstances, does not withdraw when you stumble, and gives without condition. This love has covered you since before you were formed, has carried you through moments of weariness, and will continue to pour out upon you forevermore. You can be assured that I not only know where you are going, but that I am leading you there, hand in hand, with a love that never tires. Declare that you believe in my faithfulness. For I am not a man that I should promise and forget. Every word I have spoken has purpose, has been inscribed in eternity, and will come to pass at the exact moment I have ordained. You do not need to understand everything. You do not need to control every outcome. You only need to be certain of this: I always keep my word. I am never late, and I never change. Let your heart find its rest in this faithfulness, for it is there that true peace begins. And, my child, when you have declared this faith, continue to proclaim your readiness. Speak it aloud that you not only believe, but you are open to receive, not according to what you prefer, but according to what I have prepared, whether it be great or small, simple or mysterious. For everything that comes from me is good. And even though you may not yet see the full picture, declare by faith, Father, I am ready to receive what you have set aside for me. That readiness is the mark of a heart that has been shaped, of a faith that has matured, of a child who knows that their Father is always good. And then, my child, proclaim one thing even more sacred, that you will give all glory to me. That whether you receive a mighty miracle or simply a quiet stillness in your soul, you will not use it to exalt yourself, but to glorify me. That every praise you receive, every success you attain, every blessing you hold will all be returned to one, your Father, the only one worthy of all glory, honor, and praise. Speak to me from the depths of your soul and say, Father, I trust you. I believe in your power, your love, and your faithfulness. I believe you are about to do wondrous things in my life, and I am ready to receive. I declare that I will give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. I trust you, Lord, and I say, let your will be done in my life. Oja, my child, that declaration is not merely a prayer, it is a warfare. Cry against every doubt that tries to cloud your soul. Every time you speak it in faith, the darkness retreats. Every time you declare your trust, heaven responds. And every time you proclaim, let your will be done, all of heaven moves to fulfill my purpose over your life. You do not need to wait for the miracle before you begin to believe. Begin to believe, and you will see the miracle. Begin to proclaim, and you will witness the power of your words shaping reality. And when you live with such a heart, you will witness a wonder, that you are no longer walking by your own strength, but by faith in the power of the one who called you, loves you, and equips you with everything needed to live a glorious life. So then, my beloved child, proclaim it. Proclaim it with your words. Proclaim it with your actions. Proclaim it with your very life. For when you do, you walk hand in hand with me in the wondrous plan I have written for you before the foundation of the world. And I, your Father, will never let you walk alone. Amen. As a child of the Most High, know this: your Father is always by your side, in every moment, reminding you to live in faith and in the embrace of His unchanging love. Follow and turn on the notifications so you will never miss the words I speak from heaven. Amen.